ahead and take a comfortable posture, settled into your seat, your feet on the floor, and your back straight if you can manage that. So you're both relaxed and alert. You can remain attentive, but without too much pain and without falling asleep, just walking that line between those. Your shoulders back, chin slightly tucked in, your back straight and balanced. And then take 3 deep breaths in and out, in and out, and in and out. And after that reset of your breath, just let your breath come naturally, normally. But turn your attention on to your breath. Feeling the cool air enter into your nostrils as you breathe through your nose, feeling your lungs. And then you breathe out again through your nose. You feel that cool air entering your nostrils, and you feel as you breathe out how that air has been warmed by your body. We take that attention like a light that we turn back around on ourselves. It's usually turned back really more on the world than ourselves. And this is a pause to turn that attention back on the breath, to let our focus and attention settle down like that pebble beginning on the top of our head and moving down through a stream to settle on the bottom as it moves through your head, your neck, your shoulders, and your spine, leaving settled relaxation behind, and comes to rest in your belly, in that spot just beneath your belly button. And you feel that belly rise as you breathe in and fall as you breathe out. And let your attention become one with that movement, become one with that rise and fall. Again, feeling the belly rise as you breathe in and fall as you breathe out. Not trying to control the breath, but feeling the breath enter and fill the body. Becoming one with the breath as your belly rises as you breathe in and falls as you breathe out. If it's helpful, you can note to yourself, breathing in as the belly rises, and note breathing out as your belly falls. We take this time to stop and to pause as a way to explore ourselves, our body, and our mind, beginning with that breath. I would never mean to compare the body to a machine like a car, but I will say, in a way, I think of it a little like when we hear a strange sound in our car, when it doesn't seem to be running well, we of course naturally have to pause. We have to bring it into the shop and let someone, or do it ourselves, put it up on a hoist and examine how it functions, how it runs. It's harder to do that when something's moving and active. And this is our opportunity to do that. Or as another meditation teacher said, when you hear a strange sound, you naturally want to stop and listen to it. And this is the way we put into action that curiosity, that wanting to hear that sound of our body and mind. We pause, we stop moving, and we turn that attention around. We turn that light around onto our body. And our breath is that line that's always there, something we can always take up. It continues. We might think we can stop our thoughts or stop our movement, but the breath and the humming of our body are things we can't stop. They go on with or without our attention. So it's interesting to explore it. Interesting to stop, to listen to it, to be present with the breath. To see how it fully harmonizes with our body. We can notice how when there's thought or a pain, the breath may come haltingly or faster. When we're fearful or anxious, our breath is shallow. And our goal isn't to try and change that breath. It's to just watch it. Again, to explore the breath in the body. And this includes, of course, our mind and our feelings. As I said, we notice how they may pull us off from our intention to examine and explore the breath. We suddenly find we're focused on an itch or some pain or tension. We're focused on worry or regret or even excitement or a thought or a fantasy that takes us far away from this place we're at now. But the ability we have that we find here again and again is that we can come back again and again when we're knocked off balance, when we're drawn off far away into thoughts, fantasies, or worries. We can bring it back to this breath. And it's not something harsh or sharp. It's just that gentle movement back to the rise and fall of our belly, to our belly rising as we breathe in and falling as we breathe out. And whether we're a beginner to this or we've been doing it for a long time. We could say our success in it isn't for how long we can go, how many breaths we can string together without losing our focus. Our success is each time we come back to the breath when we're drawn off of it. I would say it's the same impulse that lets us come back. Not only when we've lost the thread of the breath, but when we seemingly have lost the thread in our life. When we've have the feeling we've been knocked down or gone afield from what we want to do and want to be. We have that ability to come back over and over again. Like those old inflatable clowns with the sand in the bottom of them that you could hit, and they'd keep coming back each time. Each time they're knocked over, they come back up again and come to that upright position. We can learn to do that through our returning to the breath, so that no matter how many times we're knocked off, no matter how many times we're knocked down, we come back to that breath. And even within this few minutes of time here, what may seem long, especially if you're a beginner to this, to think of going for 15 or 20 minutes. Sometimes 15 or 20 minutes can become effortless. But again, for those of us doing it even for a long time, sometimes 15 minutes seems forever. Sometimes 1 minute seems forever. But you can always begin again. If you feel you've lost the thread, you've been knocked off balance, you can take that deep breath again, whether it's 1, 2, or 3. Breathing in and out, and in and out, and in and out. On that last out breath, squeezing that last bit of breath out so that you have a fresh and new breath to begin. And a new intention to follow that breath again. Without judgment, without trying to control it. Just letting that breath come fresh and new, over and over. Coming back again. And coming back again to being present with that breath. Feeling that belly rise as you breathe in and fall as you breathe out. We come to it without judgment and control. But I would say sometimes we come to it with a sense of joy and freedom also. That sense of joy that just comes in tasting the wonder of this breath in this moment. And the freedom that comes in knowing we can lose the thread. We can wander afield and we can come back again and again to this moment and this breath. To this moment here where we may feel on this cool and rainy day that sound of the rain outside the window. We can feel how that sound of the rain is one with our breath and one with us as we are one with the breath. All one great life breathing together as we breathe. In as our belly rises and out as our belly falls. Continuously coming back to that breath. And then this breath. Belly rising as you breathe in and falling as you breathe out. And in the same way, you can consciously choose to come back during these 15 or 20 minutes. You can come back again and again throughout the day as things get busy. You can pause. You can especially take a deep breath to bring yourself back. And then come back to that gentle, free breath. And without judgment, without control, like coming back home over and over again. Only in this case, that home is a home that you can find anywhere in the world, in that body and mind and breath. So we'll take 3 deep breaths to end this session. And when you're ready, come back.